Last episode, we saw the boys start the season off on fire with an impressive 6-0 on the field and 10-0 on the court. Heading into the season finale, we will see if they can win out their last 6 games of the regular season and make the playoffs, as well as seeing the boys play against 2 of the best basketball schools in Kentucky and Yukon before then advancing to the March Madness tournament. Can they complete the unthinkable and win 2 national championships? Let's find out. The brothers are actually going to start this episode down against Georgia Tech, so they're going to go ahead and give it to Amari, pick up this key third, and as they're trying to tie up this game, Jayden is going to go ahead and drop back and find his receiver Paysor on the drag route, make it a third and manageable, where they're going to put 2 backs in the backfield and just go ahead and give it to Amarion for him to go ahead and pick up another first down, where Jayden's going to drop back and deal on this 3rd and 7 and find Amarion once again for his 3rd first down in a row, and he's going to set them up inside the red zone, where a few plays later, Georgia Tech would actually play some good defense. Jayden's going to try to buy as much time as possible and escape the pocket, but he's going to get caught by the end, forcing them to take 3, and Georgia Tech's going to get another 7, and to make it even worse, Jayden's actually going to throw an interception right here. The linebacker's going to jump the route, and that's going to lead to another 7. So the boys are actually down 18 points with only a minute left until the half, so they're desperately trying to fight back into this game. 2nd and 15, Jayden's able to find McCollum for another first down as they cross the 50-yard line, and then he's able to find Hampton out of the backfield for another gain of 9. On this 3rd and 1, Jones is going to cut across the middle of the field to get them to the 30-yard line, and Jayden's finally starting to find his rhythm as he's going to then hit McCollum wide open over the middle of the field. They're going to burn a timeout, and he's going to try to buy some time rolling to his right, and he's going to try to dive for the first down, but he's not going to get it, so they're forced to use their last timeout. But it wouldn't matter, as the very next play, he's able to hit McCollum for their first 7 of this game, and they get the ball to start the second half. Hopefully the boys can pick up some momentum as they go with the read option, and Jayden's going to run over a defender for the first down, but Georgia Tech's going to come back, not only getting a sack on first down, but second as well. He's going to have to drop back on a 3rd and 25 to keep the drive alive. He's going to try to find Nez, but Georgia Tech's going to get their 2nd interception of the game. As the safety jumps to the verticals and puts them in great field position, Georgia Tech is going to get another 7 as Jayden has really been struggling to get it together this game. They're going to go with the read option, just trying to pick up some easy yards with his legs, where he's able to get the first down, and then he's going to find Nesbitt wide open on the corner route. He's going to pick up some extra rack to give them some great field position, where they go ahead and go to the Wildcat, and Amarion is able to walk into the end zone untouched, only put them down 7, headed into the 4th quarter, where they're actually going to have to start this drive at the 2-yard line, but it's not going to matter. They're going to go with the wide zone, and Jayson is going to get some great blocks and take this one all the way across the field to the 40-yard line, as they're able to flip the field in just one play. They're going to go ahead and keep it on the ground and give it to Amarion, who's going to pick up a solid gain of 7, and they're just going to go with the halfback draw to get the easy first down. Jayson's going to pick up a first down and a lot more as he spins his way to the 21-yard line, and then Jayden's going to buy some extra time to find Jones wide open. He's going to go ahead and take the slant into the end zone to tie up this game at 24 apiece with only a minute left to go, and UNC is going to get a stop, so this is the money drive. Only a minute left, UNC. What do you have in you? And Jayson's going to take this, spin to the outside, and take it all the way. Give UNC the go-ahead touchdown over Georgia Tech, and as he points to the ice in his veins, the defense will get the final stop, and as he gets this player of the game, they're able to escape and improve to 7-0 as we head to Kentucky, where we head back to the court where the boys are facing off against Kentucky and Bowen. Kentucky is a top 5 team in the nation, and Bowen is projected to go top 10 in this draft, so this is going to be a really great game. Garnett's going to miss this 3, but their big is going to get the rebound. He's going to kick it out to Jayden. You know he's not going to miss that wide open to go ahead and take this 3-point lead. Headed toward the end of the season, this game matters, especially against 2 top 5 teams fighting for that March Madness as Jayden gets this layup. They're going to go with the pick and roll, and Jayson's going to hit a nasty step back 3 from almost 30 feet. Bowen's going to get fouled right here, though, splitting the free throws, and now the boys are on the break. Jay's going to throw it up to Jayson, and he's going to hit a snatchback and try to shoot the 3, and it's going to go down as Jayson is starting this game pretty hot. Then Jayden's going to get an easy dunk blown by the big man, and Kentucky is forced to take an early timeout in this 1st quarter as the boys are on fire, and that's not going to stop here. Jay's going to go ahead and get to his spot on that hop jumper, and then Jayson's going to find his cutting big to make the tight layup. Kentucky's going to go ahead and fight back finally, though. They're going to end the run right here with the 3 to only put them down 9, and then they're going to come down and smack yet another 3, where the boys would actually get subbed out for the rest of the first half, and as we're checking back in, now only up 4 as Jayden mixed this jump shot, and then Chris Kyle's going to get a foul. Kentucky went on a big run as they're able to sink 1 free throw, but then Garnett's able to get an easy layup to increase the lead to 5. But Kentucky's finding the rhythm. They're going to smack another 3 to only put them down 2, but then Jayson's going to come off the screen and hit this tough mid-range and force the Wildcats to go ahead and call a timeout. Close game headed toward the end of the 3rd quarter as the boys are trying to remain undefeated. Jayson's going to come off the screen and smack yet another 3. His jump shot has been cashed all game long as Bowen gets back to the free throw line to go ahead and only make it 5. Jayson's going to take another step back as it's just been Jayson versus Bowen. They've been going score for score all game long as Jayson's able to find his brother on the lob, and then after a stop, Jayden's going to come down and smack a mid-range to go ahead and increase the lead to 1 points. Up 10, UNC's trying to pull away, but Bowen's not going to let them as he's going to hit another 3 right here, but then Jayson's going to size him up, going to his go-to shot and then hitting the mid-range, where now UNC is on the break, and he's able to get an easy dunk as this 3rd quarter comes to an end, but then Bowen's going to get an and 1 to go ahead and stop the momentum. With only 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, Bowen is absolutely on fire. He's going to smack another 3 to decrease the lead to only 4 points. He's been going at Jayson all game long as he gets another layup right here, but Jayden's going to go ahead and be on the break and finish this nice Euro step right here to put the boys up 6, and he's going to find Chris Kyle. He's going to smack a deep 3 from about 30 feet, but then Bowen's going to get another layup. The boys aren't going to score, and he's going to go ahead and lay it again. Only up 7, but Jayson's going to go ahead and end that right here. He's going to hit the mid-range as the big fails to help. And even though Bowen went absolutely crazy with 28 points, only missing 2 shots, the boys' combined contribution of 19 and 17 was enough to get them past the Wildcats and remain undefeated on the basketball season. As we head back to the field against Virginia, where Marion's going to start this game off like many others. He's going to go ahead and break a couple of tackles, pick up about a gain of 15 yards, where Jayden's able to find Paysor on the hitch to get them across the 50, where they're going to go back to the ground as Marion has a quick 2 rushes for 30 yards, doing a good job mixing up the run in the pass. Jayden's able to find Paysor again to get them inside the red zone, where they're going to give it to Jayson on the stretch. He's going to pick up some nice blocks and then spin to the inside to go ahead and give UNC their first 7 of this game against the Cavaliers, where their defense is also able to hold them to 3, where they go with the read option, and Jayden's able to pick up a nice chunk of yards. Both the backs absolutely eating on the ground right here, as on a 2nd and 5, Jayden's going to find his brother out of the backfield. He's going to go ahead and spin to the inside to set them up with the 1st and goal. You know, Marion's automatic from inside the 5 as he walks into the end zone, and their defense gets a stop. They're trying to go ahead and take a 3-score lead. He's going to find Nesbitt wide open in the seam. He's going to take this one all the way to the crib to go ahead and do just that. And the Tar Heels are going to get the ball to start the second half, just trying to put this game away, as Marion's just picking up chunk play after chunk play. Now here comes Jayson. He's able to pick up about another game of 15 on the ground, and they're just going to keep pounding away as the Cavaliers have no answers for this run game so far. 2nd and inches, they go ahead and go with the swing, just pick up the 1st down, but of course Marion's going to pick up a lot more, stiff arming a defender as he gets across the 15-yard line. They're going to feed him again, barreling forward over defenders to set them up for the 1-yard line, where Jayson's going to go ahead and give him a breather and dive into the end zone, showing the full capabilities of the best backfield in college ball. UNC is absolutely dominating as they're going to get another stop, and Jayden's able to find Paysor. Marion's going to pick up another 1st down on the ground. It's just like clockwork at this point. They're going to give it back to Jayson. He's not going to get touched until he picks up over 10 yards to set them up with the 1st and goal, where a few plays later, Jayden's able to find Paysor wide open in the end zone to not only secure the rivalry victory over Virginia, but also improve to 8-0 on the season. Headed back to the court, where it's finally time for number 1 versus number 2. Yukon versus the Tar Heels, and what a fitting way to end the season. Final game before the tournament, and they're going to start off going back and forth. They're going to go ahead and get an and 1 right there to give them 3, but then Jayson's going to come down for a dunk to take the lead back. They're finally going to get their first stop, and then Garnett's going to smack a 3 to increase the lead to 4, but Yukon's going to come back with the mid-range, cutting it down to 2, and Garnett's on fire, hitting his 2nd 3 in a row, but the Huskies are on fire too. They're going to go ahead and smack it right back and then get a stop, hitting these free throws to go ahead and tie up the game at 10 apiece. They're going to go with the pick and roll, and Jayson's going to get to a spot on the mid-range, but then Yukon's going to come back down and get an easy dunk. Baseline inbound, Jayson's going to beat his man to the basket, but then Yukon's going to go ahead and do the same thing right back. Just no room to breathe in this game, as Jayson's going to try to find some. He's going to get to a spot on the 3-point line and smack a fadeaway, and then Jay's going to go ahead and hit these free throws. We're going to jump back forward to the 2nd quarter, where the boys would actually get subbed out, and now it's a tie game, but Garnett's going to take it back. That is his 3rd 3 in a row, but Yukon's going to keep fighting. They're going to get a tough layup to go right here, and then after a stop, find their big man for the easy layup. Jayson is back in the pick and roll, and they try to switch the big on him, so he's going to take that easy step back mid-range. Also getting a stop toward the end of the 2nd quarter. He's going to hit a snatchback on the break and then pull up for 3, as Jayson's been absolutely hooping these past 2 games. First against Kentucky and now against Yukon, as he keeps rising to the challenge against these good programs. And don't forget about Jayden, as he hits a 3 to go ahead and close the half with the 6-point cushion. Back on the 3rd quarter, they're up 5, and they're going to go with the alley-oop right here. But then Jayson's man fires back, hitting a wide open 3. UNC's going to get a stop, and he's hitting some moves around the screen. He's going to go ahead and hit an escape into a step back into the 3, absolutely cooking his man, utilizing the screen as UNC goes up 9, but Yukon's going to go ahead and hit another 3. They're just going bucket for bucket, trying to pull away, as Jayson's going to take a heat check and miss. His brother's going to get the rebound, and you know that Jayson's not missing 2 in a row. As the season comes to a close, Jayson is showing he's one of the best point guards in the nation. He's going to get past his man and go up for an easy layup, and then Jayden's going to get his finish to go. Boys are back in the 2-man game as Jayson finds his brother for the easy dunk, and then Jayden's going to come down and smack a 3 in the defender's face, creeping up on a 20-point lead as the boys absolutely exploded in the 4th quarter against the best team in the nation. Jayden's going to go ahead and put the icing on the cake right here, getting the offensive rebound and putting it back up as the boys beat the number 1 team in the nation, both dropping 30-point triple doubles. Jayden is currently the best player in the nation, with Jayson being the best guard headed into the March Madness tournament, where these boys being one and done and entering the draft is actually a big possibility. Headed back to the field as the 8th-ranked team in the nation, where they're down 7-0 against Florida State. Hampton is going to fumble this ball, but after review, he's clearly down. They're going to go ahead and be able to keep this drive going. Jayson's going to go ahead and get the handoff to pick up a gain of 15 yards, where they go with the read option. They bite down on Jayson, so he's going to go ahead and have some open field. He's going to run over and then break another tackle, stiff arm somebody else, and then fall into the end zone as he shows off that big man strength, flexing in the end zone to go ahead and tie up this game at 7 apiece. So UNC is going to be trailing toward the end of this 1st quarter, but Jayson's going to get the handoff to the outside as he gets UNC not only across the 50, but right outside the red zone. 2nd and 8, Jayden's not going to see anything he likes, so he's going to go ahead and take it himself, falling forward for another 1st down. They give it to Marion 1st and goal, and he's going to walk into the end zone untouched, tying up this game yet again. But Florida State's offense is going to keep the pressure applied. Only 1 minute left until halftime. The boys are trying to take this lead. After a completion to Paysor, Jayden's going to go ahead and pull it down, breaking another attack as he's running extra hard in this divisional matchup. He's able to find Hamilton on the drag for a 1st down, where they go with the read option, and Jayson's able to get the first. Only 11 seconds left. They go with the sneak, and they're actually not going to get it, with no timeouts left. They actually snapped the ball with 1 second left. I don't know how they got to the line, but not only do they do that, but he's able to find Nez in the end zone to complete the clutch drive to go ahead and take the lead before the half, as they also get the ball. So now UNC, with their first lead of the game, also has a chance to go up by 2 scores. Jayson's going to get hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he's going to break not 1 but 2 tackles and then go ahead and fall forward on the third to turn a loss of yards into a first down. They're going to go ahead and feed him again as he has the hot hand. He's going to reverse his field to the right, taking it all the way into the end zone for yet another touchdown on this game as the Tar Heels go up 2 scores. Florida's going to get another 7, so they're only up 3 points, but Amarion's going to pick up another big gain. At this point in the season, you can start to argue that UNC has 2 of the top 2 running backs in the nation, but unfortunately, Florida State's finally going to fight back, stopping them right here on this third down, forcing them to take 3, and then they're going to go ahead and get another 7, so now he's down 1 point with only 4 minutes left. James, what are you made of right here? As they're trying to complete this money drive, Jayson's going to break a couple of tackles to pick up a solid gain of yards where they're going to feed Amarion well within field goal range. Now they're just trying to chew clock, but they're going to try to get a touchdown if they can. They're just going to go ahead and feed the bell cow as this is his 3rd carry in a row, taking as much time off the clock as possible as Florida State's forced to use 2 of their timeouts, and Amarion's going to go ahead and barrel into the end zone to take the lead. And yes, nigga, y'all lost. UNC's able to pull off the comeback as we head back to the court for the first round of the tournament. And of course, Jayson's going to start off on his Curry shit, pulling a step back from 8 feet to go ahead and give him the 1-point lead on the Cyclones. And then to get it back again as he's able to hit his brother on the lob. They're on the break right here. He's going to throw a fake pass and then find Chris in the corner to go ahead and snipe that 3, where Jayson's going to hit his signature post fade. And the Cyclones are going to take the timeout as UNC starts another game on fire. Jayson is in the corner sizing up his matchup, and he's going to hit another step back 3. Jayson has been absolutely on fire in this latter part of the season, and it's going to continue as he's able to smack his signature mid-range. Only 2 seconds left in the first. He's going to bail out of a shot, and Chris is able to smack the buzzer beater to go ahead and give UNC a 9-point lead headed into the second quarter. But we're going to go ahead and fast forward to where they get subbed back in. Iowa State's going to cut the lead down to 3 and then make this tough layup right here to only make it 1. Jayson's going to extend it back, but then the Cyclones are going to respond right back, only up by 1 point with 2 seconds left until the half. We're going to come back into the third quarter where Jayson's able to hit a 3, increase that lead to 4 as the Cyclones are going to hit a 3 themselves. They're just going back and forth in this tight first round matchup as Jayden's able to get on the board with the 3 right there. Not trying to get upset in the first round of the tournament, but Iowa State's making it tough as the boys are down 5 toward the end of this third quarter. Their big is able to get a rebound and find Chris Kyle for 3 to go ahead and tie the game up at 40 apiece. And toward the end of the third quarter, Jayden's going to hit a tough and 1 to go ahead and not only take the momentum, but a 3-point lead headed into the fourth quarter where the boys would sub back in up 5. Their bench did a solid job, and now it's time for them to finish the game. We're going to see Jayden to Jayson. Usually it's the other way around, but he's able to finish that alley-oop. Iowa State's going to get a tough layup right here, but Jayson's going to be on the right wing. I swing his defender. He's going to hit a couple dribble moves and smack a 3 right in his face. No one can guard Jayson, as Jayson has been making big plays at the end of games, not only on the field, but on the court, as he's going to step back and hit another 3 off of his brother's screen. And then Jay's going to hit a drop step and get an and 1 to go ahead and end this game, as it was scary for a second, but the brothers were able to tee up in the fourth to go ahead and move on to the next round of the tournament, where they're 9-0 in the 6th ranked team in the nation headed into this Wake Forest matchup. And of course, Jayson's going to start off electric, making a defender miss to pick up that first down, and they're going to give it to him again, and he's going to juke out a defender to put them at the 1. And you know what time it is. Marion's going to walk into the end zone to go ahead and give them their first 7. Wake Forest is only 5-4, so this should really be an easy game for the boys. Nesbitt's able to go ahead and run over a defender to pick up a first down, and then they're going to feed the beast. Jason's going to go ahead and pick up another 11 yards right there, and they're going to go ahead and give it back to Amarion. He's going to break a tackle and then fall forward for the first and goal, where they're going to give it back to Jayson. He's going to spin to the inside and walk into the end zone for yet another touchdown on this game, as he's been on fire both on the court and on the field, and it's not going to stop. He's going to go ahead and pick up another gain of 15 yards, where he's now going to catch a pass out of the backfield to set them up right inside the 15-yard line again. Jay's going to go ahead and use his legs to put them at the 2-yard line for him to go ahead and get another goal line touchdown. 2 touchdowns so far in this first half for Amarion to go ahead and get another goal line touchdown. Jayden is going to throw yet another interception, as I don't remember the last time he hasn't thrown at least 1 interception in a game. He's been hooping on the court, but he's been struggling on the field. He's going to go ahead and make up for it, though, as he's able to find his brother toward the end of the half. They line him up out wide, and he absolutely fries his man to give him the score as they get the ball to receive the half. Coach actually liked that look, so for the rest of this game, they're actually going to try Jayson at receiver. He's going to line up in the slot again and catch this drag route to get another first down. Wake Forest's defense doesn't have enough for this offense so far, so they're going to try some new looks as they're trying to make this final playoff push. He's able to find Jayson again in the flat for a gain of about 9, where Marion's going to get another first down. Jayden is dropping back, and guess who? Jayson is going to get wide open on the corner route, as he's been cooking all season long at the running back position, but now it looks like he can catch. But Wake would actually get a stop and then another score, so the boys are only up 1 possession. They have to go ahead and close this game out right here. Jayson's able to run for a first down, and then he's going to pick up some good blocks right here. He's going to cut to the inside and break back out. No one's going to catch him. He's going to get another game-ending touchdown. Jayson might be the clutchest player in all of college sports, as he comes up big again in another close game, finishing with over 170 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns, with over 164 through the air as well. We go back to the court for the second round of the tournament, where we're actually going to pick up at halftime. My dumbass forgot to record again, but we're in a tight matchup right. Jay's going to go ahead and hit a step back to increase the lead to 3, and then in the third quarter, he's going to go to the post. Coming down the court, he's going to go ahead and try a step back, and he's going to smack that 3 right there to increase the lead to 8 8 points, where Jayden's absolutely taken over as he hits another step back right here, as Jayson's going to go ahead and go to the cup for an and one. Game was close partly due to Jayson's poor performance, but Jayden was able to pick up the slack, moving the boys on to the third round. As we go back to football, Jayson's last couple of performances have him top 3 in the Heisman race as we head to the second to last game of the season against Boston College. Omarion's going to start off with a bang, picking up over 20 yards on the run, and then Jayden's able to find his brother out of the slot on the drag route to set them up with the first and goal. And you know who's going to finish that off? Omarion's going to go ahead and fall into the end zone to give the boys the lead here with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. They're only up 3 points, and Jayden's going to throw another interception, struggling immensely on the field as the season is winding down. He is undoubtedly the best player in college basketball, but on the field, he's been struggling. Jayson's able to make a man miss and pick up a huge game where they're going to go with another run, and then on 2nd and 7, they're going to bring Jayson out of the slot and send him in motion where they go with the triple option. Jayden's going to pitch it to his brother, and he's going to be able to outrun the defender into the end zone to get UNC their second touchdown on this game to go ahead and give them the lead, but Boston College is actually going to score right before the half. With only 5 seconds left, Jayson's able to pick up some solid yards, and then Jay's going to try to go deep. He's actually going to miss his brother, but then he's going to hit McCullum. He's going to run down the field, but he's going to get tackled at the 1 yard line. So unfortunately, the boys won't be able to capitalize on that big play, but they do get the ball to start the half. Let's see if they can go ahead and take this lead as Jayson's going to pick up another big gain of yards out of the backfield, and then Omarion's going to go ahead and run it into the end zone and give UNC the lead back, and their defense got to stop. So right here, they're trying to put the game away. Jayson's going to get the halfback screen to go ahead and give them some extra breathing room away from the goal line, and Jay's going to be able to find Passor on the in route, where he's going to drop back again and then find McCullum. He's going to go ahead and break a tackle to get them across the 40-yard line. Jayden's finally starting to get a rhythm as he's able to complete this slant pattern. He's going to go ahead and hand it to his brother. Jayson's going to spin inside and then break a tackle on this third down, but it's not going to be enough as they're going to have to take 3, and then Boston College is going to go and get 7. So with a minute left, UNC sees themselves down again for another week in a row. They're trying to go ahead and win this game as Jay's able to find Jayson on the post route, 160 yards through the air, only his first actual game playing more receiver reps. He's going to get another big catch right here on the drag to secure them the field goal range, but they want more than that. Omarion's going to go ahead and get into the end zone to give UNC another game-winning touchdown as they win another close one. Yes, nigga, y'all sold 2, and I actually didn't forget to record, but Baylor was one of the lowest ranked teams who had just pulled off a couple of upsets. This game wasn't anything to watch as Jayden goes for another 30. Jayson continues to struggle on the court, but he's now number 1 in the Heisman race now, as well as UNC being the 3rd ranked team headed into the last game against 7th ranked T-State. Winning this game will guarantee them a spot in the ACC Championship against Miami, as Jayson's able to pick up not 1 but 2 big runs, and we're going to go ahead and make it a 3rd. He's going to pick up some blocks to go ahead and get into the end zone as this Heisman campaign continues. Jay's not going to see anything he likes on this next drive, so he's going to go ahead and take it himself, lowering his shoulder to fight for some extra yards, where a few plays later on a 3rd and 5, Jayson's going to absolutely fry the safety on the corner round, take it all the way into the end zone. 1 through the air and 1 on the ground so far in this first half. The defender got salty and pushed him over, but he's not tripping as their defense is going to get another stop, and he's going to get himself another rushing touchdown, spinning inside to get his 3rd touchdown of the first half as Jayson's been going absolutely berserk on the football field. Jayden has not, though, as he's been hooping on the court, but he's been struggling. It seems like these boys have just been flip-flopping. Jayden has been hooping, Jayson's been struggling, but then on the field, it's all Jayson, no Jayden. And speaking of that, man, he's able to catch this drag route and spin to the inside to get them inside the red zone. We're on a 3rd and inches. They're going to feed the beast. He's going to go ahead and pick up the first down to get them at the 1 yard line, and coach is going to let him finish this one for once. He's going to dive over the line of scrimmage for his 4th touchdown of this game as the Wolfpack just have no answer for the Heisman front runner. He's going to make a tough catch right here and then get back in the backfield where he's going to spin to the inside and get his 5th touchdown of the game. All 5 touchdowns have been Jayson as they absolutely dominate the Wolfpack, winning the North Carolina rivalry and more importantly advancing to 12-0 on the season, giving them a spot in the ACC Championship, giving us a 12-0 versus Miami, where we're going to jump back to the tournament and it's going to be another blowout. Jayden is going absolutely stupid, averaging over 30 points for the tournament, and Jayson finally came back with 22. We're going to head back to the field for the ACC Championship. We're going to have 12-0 UNC versus 12-0 Miami and Cam Ward face off in this matchup. Jay's going to go ahead and start it off normally, picking up a big gain on the ground and then another one. 2 first downs in a row on the ground as they're going to go ahead and give it to Omarion, trying to get the run established early with this heavy rain. They're going to give it back to Jayson. He's going to spin to the outside and take it all the way to the end zone to start this game off with a bang. 3 straight runs for over 10 plus yards, with the 3rd one being a touchdown as they take a 7-0 lead and get a stop. They're going to keep feeding Jayson as he already has 72 yards in this first quarter, and now Omarion's going to get a turn, absolutely sunning a defender to go ahead and pick up a first down where they're going to keep it on the ground. Miami just has no answers for this run game early on as Jayson's going to break some more tackles to put them inside the red zone where they go with the swing pass. Omarion's able to pick up some nice blocks to give them a 1st and goal, where the next play Jayson lines up out wide and he's able to get himself a receiving touchdown. 1 on the ground and 1 on the air so far in the second quarter. Jayden's going to pull this ball down with his legs. He's going to pick up some yards and then truck a defender to set them up a good field position. Then a few plays later on, he's able to find Jones on the drag route to get them to the 1 yard line, where Jayson's going to go ahead and do the rest, recording the last 8 touchdowns for UNC. In the 3rd quarter, Omarion's going to pick up another big gain on the ground, just going back and forth between Omarion and Jayson. He's going to spin to the inside and pick up some big yards. He's got 1 man to beat as he's streaking down the sideline. He's not going to catch him. 9 UNC touchdowns in a row for Jayson James as he hits the Heisman post. If UNC wins this game against undefeated Miami, that award is his for sure, as Pacer Paysor is able to pick up another first down. Hampton's been having a great game as well, as he's going to break 2 tackles and get all the way into the end zone to go ahead and break Jayson's touchdown streak, but more importantly, secure UNC's victory over Miami for the ACC Championship to remain the only undefeated team in college football headed into the playoffs. We're going to jump into the fourth quarter of this Final Four. The boys would have to play Yukon again, but this time it wasn't as close. Jayden dropping another 28 points and Jayson continuing to struggle from the field, putting up a solid double-double though, as the boys are going to move on to the national championship. Let's see if they can make it in football as well, as Jayson is going to get the Player of the Year and the Heisman Award, headed into the Peach Bowl against Clemson, where UNC received a first-round bye, and they're just 2 games away from the national championship. Jayden's going to use his legs to pick up a first down, but then on this 3rd and 9, they're going to get sacked. Clemson's also going to score, so they're going to start this game down 7-0. Jayson's able to pick up a first down, and then the next play, he's going to drop back and Paysor frying his man on the crosser to get Jayden's first deep touchdown pass. It seems like forever. Jayson is going to go ahead and make something happen out of the backfield, catching the flat and picking up some big yards after catch, where Jayden's going to follow it up by finding Paysor again to give them a first down. He's going to drop back again, where he's going to find Jayson wide open in the back of the end zone to go ahead and tie up this game for UNC. Going to go for it on this 4th and 1, and Amari's going to pick up a lot more than one, running over a defender to put them inside the red zone again, where they're going to give it to Jayson, and he's going to get another touchdown on this game. Undoubtedly the best player in college football right now, and he's going to keep proving that. He's going to get this handoff and outrun all the Tigers, taking this one all the way to the house for yet another long touchdown run on the season, and they're just going to keep giving him the ball. He's going to spin to the inside and take it all the way again. This is going to be the icing on the cake, as Jayson's going to go ahead and hit his Heisman pros, proving that he deserved that award and is the best player in the nation, as they're just trying to chew some clock right here, and he's going to get another touchdown. Clemson absolutely folded at the latter part of the game, and just to show you guys, yes, this is on Heisman. Jayson is just in his bag right now. He's been struggling on the court, but he's by far the best college football player in the nation. As we head to the Cotton Bowl in a rematch versus Miami, the winner of this game will move on to the national championship against Ohio State, and Jayson's not trying to go home early, as he's going to catch this drag route and break a tackle to pick up some extra yards. Jayden's going to try to hit him again, but Miami's DB is going to make a great play on this ball, and he's going to take this one all the way back to start Miami off with a 7-0 lead in the semifinal matchup, where now UNC is going to have to fight from behind. Jayden is going to continue to struggle in the second part of the season, throwing yet another interception. Thankfully though, UNC's defense is able to get a stop. Out fighting from deep in their own territory, they're trying to go ahead and fight back. Jayson's able to pick up a big run after spinning out a defender, and then Jayden's going to lower his shoulder to pick up another first down on the read option. They're going to give it back to Jayson, as he's able to make a defender miss, and of course he's going to outrun the rest, getting into the end zone for UNC's first touchdown of this game. But Miami's going to strike back, still down 7 points on a 3rd and 19. Jayden's just going to force up a ball as no one is open. UNC's forced to punt again, and Miami's going to score. Down 14 points here in the second quarter. Jayden is really struggling in this game. He's able to find Bit for a first down, as he's going to drop back on a 3rd and 19. He finds Jones, but they're unable to get the first down, so they're forced to take 3. As they head into the 3rd quarter, they're still down 2 scores. Nesbitt is going to go ahead and catch this crosser and pick up a huge gain. They go back to the ground with this read option, and even though Jayden has been struggling through the air, he's been picking up some important first downs with his legs. He's able to find his brother on the in route for another first down, where a few plays later, he's going to give it to him again, and Jayson's going to get another touchdown on this game, putting UNC down by 1 score, where they desperately need a stop from their defense, and they're going to get it. 4 minutes left, they're down 3 points, and they have a chance to go ahead and take the lead right here in this semifinal matchup. They're going to go ahead and keep it on the ground, first to Omarion and then back to Jayson, just trying to chew as much clock as possible and give Cam Ward as least time as possible. They're going to get another first down to Omarion, and they're going to go with the read option, where Jayden's going to go ahead and get into the end zone for the touchdown needed to go ahead and take the lead. It's going to be up to their defense, as they're going to get that final stop, and UNC's able to beat Miami for the second time. They're going to head to the national championship, as now we're in the basketball national championship. UNC versus Duke in the final game of the season. Winner of this is the champion of the world. They're going to start off by hitting a 3, and then Jayson's going to hit this contested mid-range right here. Chris Kyle's going to go ahead and hit a step back 3, as these boys are locked in trying to get themselves a ring. Duke is going to go ahead and put an end to the run though. Their guard's going to come off the screen and go ahead and hit a 3 of his own. Jayden's going to come off the mid-range to go ahead and increase the lead right back, where they're on a break, and his brother's going to find him again for him to hit this open 3, but Duke's going to fire right back with the 3 of their own, going bucket for bucket, as this game is pretty close, only within 5, but then Chris Kyle's going to make it 8, hitting another 3, as he's absolutely on fire so far in this first quarter. And to go ahead and extend that lead to 8, Jayson is going to go ahead and bring it behind the back and hit a layup as the buzzer sounds. Going to keep the momentum going with the fadeaway mid-range right here, and then finding his brother off the pick and fade for a wide open 3, showing why this is the highest scoring offense in the nation, as he comes down and smacks another one, 30-16 in the final game of the season, as this alley-oop right here goes ahead and extends the lead back to 11 points. Second quarter with only 20 seconds left, Jayden's going to go with the ISO, as he's absolutely dominating in this final game. He's going to get this angle right here to carry the momentum into the 3rd quarter. UNC is up 12, and Jayden's going to smack another 3. He's absolutely on fire, and it's going to continue right here. He's going to be wide open in the corner. He's going to smack yet another 3, as it looks like nothing's going to stop him from winning this natty. He's going to take another step back and get it to go right there, and then he's going to go ahead and get this layup up by 11 with a minute to go, as Jayden is struggling, but Jayden's absolutely putting the team on his back. Kentucky's able to get a layup, but then Jayden's going to hit another 3 to put them up by 12. Duke's going to fire back right here and then apply the full court press, but Jayden's going to come off the screen and hit another step back, just going shy shot for shot as Duke's trying to close the lead, but Jayden's not allowing them to. Duke is going to make their 4th shot in a row, but they were just going bucket for bucket with Jayden. And then Chris Kyle is going to get this nice layup finish right here. And just like that, the boys are able to beat Duke by 10 points and win the basketball national championship. Jayden drops 37 as he averaged over 30 for the whole tournament, making him a lock for the #1 spot in the draft if he does decide to declare. But with Jayson struggling, we have to see what these boys are going to do next as we head to the national championship against Ohio State. Let's see if these boys can go 2 for 2 as Jayden's going to start this game off by finding his brother for a first down. They're going to go ahead and go back to the ground where Jayson is going to pick up a good gain of about 16 yards. And then Jayden's going to drop back and he's able to find Paysor for another first down, beating his man as they're trying to get the first score of this game. He's going to hit Nesbitt right there, and Amaron's going to walk into the end zone as they strike first, and their defense is going to be able to hold Ohio State to 3. So this is a very important drive. Nesbitt's able to catch this out route and pick up a huge gain of yards where they give it to Jayson on the ground. He's able to get around the edge to pick up a first down on this key 3rd and 2 where they're now officially inside of the red zone, and they're going to feed Amarion. He's able to fall forward to set them up with a 1st and goal where Jayden's going to be dropping back, not seeing anything. He's going to take it himself for his first touchdown of this game. Up 2 scores on the Buckeyes, but they're going to get a stop and then score again. So now the boys are down 3 in the 3rd quarter. And then Denzel Burke is going to get this tackle right here, forcing them to plant, and Ohio State's going to score again. Down a full 6 points right here with the 3rd quarter coming to a close. UNC is going to have to make a comeback. Jayson is lined up in the slot right here as Jayden's dropping back to throw on this 3rd and 9, but he's unable to hold on to this ball. They're forced to punt again, and Ohio State's going to score again. Now down 2 possessions. Jayden's going to overthrow his brother. He tried to hit him in the seam, but he's going to throw it right to Caleb Downs, and that's going to be the turnover they need to go ahead and end this game. So they did win the basketball championship, but they lose on the field. So let me know down below, should they come back and try to run it back, or should they just go to the league?